Welcome back to Busted Socket Garage. Show you guys what I got going on tonight. I haven't posted nothing in a while. Holidays, hunting season, family stuff. You know how it goes. But show you what I got going on. This is electric fans, radiator, condenser. It's all still on the support. As you can see, not using the upper part. That's from an 05 Chevy. We're gonna make all this work. And Danielle here. What I got going on so far is I got the lower part of it up here in the vise. All this was the headlight side of the core support on the 05. I hacked it off just to get it here. Didn't need all of it. But right here's where the core support mounts was for the 05. Here's where the radiator sets. The radiator sets right in here on its own mount. And also here. And this is where the cross beam on the front of it bolts. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave this lip. I'm going to cut down the other side of it all the way down. Make this a little bit stronger when I put it in. But I'm going to cut them off and see if we can make it fit. Here we go. One side. We'll switch sides here. Now there's the other side. If you guys are wondering, that side was already halfway cut through before I started. That lip, leaving that lip there should make this a little bit more stronger because all this is aluminum. The whole core supports on the newer models are all aluminum. Yeah, it's not straight, but that's what they make grinders for. But we can utilize the factory mounts and graft this into the bottom of the 86 core support, and then we're going to figure out the top side without the aluminum. We're just using this. So we get this in there and measure. I'm thinking we'll have to notch it. I think. Not sure about just laying it across and looking at it. But I think I'm going to have to notch it here. I'm going to come in and notch it so it sets in on the two beams, supports of the cross member of the 86. But I'm going to lay this in there and see what we got. Don't know if utilizing to notch it, it should be alright. Get that set on the top. Notch it in. Show you guys what I'm doing here. Let me grab the camera. Alright. Running in, here's some main support on these 80 models. This goes down to the rubber mount for the core supports right there. But I think I'm going to do something different because I want to use the AC condenser and stuff off this truck, and it sets right here, and these two bolts here hold it in. So I was thinking about notching this, coming in here and cutting back as far as I can, but I don't know if the mount being there, which I could always put it on the opposite side. So I think I can notch it here and then bring this whole unit in at least to where the rubber mount's on set. If not, I'll hack it off and use a factory condenser. I mean, that's all there is to it. Factory 86 model, which I have one. I was just trying to want to use this whole combo set here. As you can see, let me flip it back up here. You can kind of see how the condenser is right with the radiator, which I don't think I'm gonna worry about that too much. I think I can mount that in the front behind the grill, make some mounts and stuff. So we'll just make it for the radiator. We'll cut a bunch off that other piece again on the bottom spot, cut off. Then what I think I'm gonna do on top is you got, sorry guys, I don't have a GoPro now, I'm using my phone, but you can see how the radiator mounts into a rubber bushing with the sleeve, and so don't the fan. I'm hoping once this is in here and this set up far enough, I can drill and put some riv nuts inside the 86 core and just use these in the rubber and bolt to the 86 core without having to modify using any of this other aluminum or using the factory fan shroud, which mine was plastic. I could get like a 70s model metal one that goes across the top, but so now I'm gonna cut this back some more, see exactly where I need it. Then I'm gonna have to cut that whole piece off, this whole tubular side, and might even cut all this off. Might cut right here where the radiator's gonna set, and maybe just leave enough for where I'm gonna bolt it here and down on the other side. I'm gonna bolt it in 4 spots instead of 2. I know you guys are gonna hate when I show you this, but this core support is not in the best shape. I have one, just don't want to change it right now. The rubber and everything's still there. There's no sagging. It's not loose. I'm trying to keep the patina on all this. Whole Suburban, I want to keep the patina on it. So I'm going to try to keep all that there. Try to. If not, worst comes to worst, I got to break it all apart and put a new one in it. But which, all I have to do, whatever I modify here, is do the same thing on the new one I put in. But let's go ahead. Let's take that apart and set it in here. Just the way I have this, just look at it, see what it looks like. I hope there ain't gonna be like a big gap on top, which if there is, I'll make a plate. Cut me some metal. There'll be a little double die action on it, you know. Pretty sure that's a 12. Oop. Dang. Oh. Spin you guys around here. See what we got. This is what we got right here. We got it in. Now it's just, I'm just spitting ideas, mocking stuff up. I say once I cut that bottom bracket and set it down into the original factory where the radiator sets, this will come down to where I need it. But this is what I was talking about, rib nutting. How these got the rubber and sleeve through it. Might be able to drill this out and put a rib nut in it, then bolt this to the support without any issues. I don't know yet. If there's a big gap here, by the time I got the bottom and all of it setting down where I need it, then I can't. Now, unless I use some tube or some spacers, but I don't. If I have to, we'll take this factory piece, we'll come down here and cut here somewhere, because these are the two spots, fan, radiator. We'll cut it off. We'll cut all this junk here off the front, since we know we can't use the condenser inside there. We'll cut all this other stuff off the junk or off the front. We utilize this piece only. and then get it up in here and set where I need it, where everything will bolt to it, and then make brackets from it to here, which wouldn't be that bad. I could do like a L from here, bolt to the original fan shroud spots, make like an L bracket here, and have it bolt up with this rubber to that piece of aluminum off the 05. And then either I can cap the end of it, or I can make some kind of piece, get some flat steel and run up all the way across, run some dimple dies like I did over there for the battery disconnect, or circuit breaker not disconnect, and let it rust. Leave it bare metal and get some rust on it, get some character. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a little bit more work. But that's probably all I'm gonna do tonight. I did find some long tube headers. Got to cut them up a little bit, not much. Really didn't want to run nothing shiny on here, but I couldn't pass it up. The factory ones ain't gonna work. As you can see, the back ear of that header is touching the frame. But catch can. I'm not running boost yet. Let's just say that, yet. These LS base engines, they put a lot of oil in the intake, and it just lays in it. If you guys didn't know, oil lays in it. I want to keep the oil off the intake, so I'm gonna run off that valve cover and this valve cover over, and there will be a little air filter on top. Made it out of a motor flush can, about 1980s can, something like that. But go with the flow. Get some older stuff used on it. Get some character going in it. I did do some more license plates the other day, me and my youngest son, Parker. This is the worst hole on this Suburban, it was right there. Got some nice license plates. I don't know about the self-tapping screws yet. Might go through and rivet them. That's just what I had. That one I did a while back. But we only got one more little hole for license plate, and that's on the other side. I got, let's see here, got linkage, hose, another ECM bracket, and a couple pigtails for the 194 bulbs. Someone cut one off this on the other side when it's set. I don't know who did it. I might even done it. I don't remember, but I was in at my family's last couple days, and I went digging for parts, and I found a bunch of parts. So, all right, guys, I had all this laid in there. Made sure that the radiators will set center of the factory core. Got a half inch from the radiator rubber mount for the bottom to the edge of this tape. I don't know why I put the tape on there, because I know, I know, everyone knows this ain't gonna be straight at the time I cut this. Especially with what I'm cutting it with. But I'm gonna cut both sides, lay it in there, make sure it's the length I need, and then we're gonna do away with this square piece, which I'm gonna use a cutoff wheel for it. That way I can set, there's a little lip, there's a tiny little lip on the back, that way I can save that lip. I might be able to put this in my bender and bend another lip like this one here, because I like to flip this upside down and put these lips. There's a little square spot on the bottom of that core where I can put them lips where it's set nice and flat, good. Then this half inch between here and this mount should leave me enough for a bolt. And if my radiator rubber and the plastic radiator stud sticks down too far through this, once I flip it over, take a hole saw and I'll cut this out so it sticks down through the original flat bottom of the core. But let's see if we get this cut straight. shabby. Not too shabby. That one ran away a little bit, but it'll be alright. Just a hair. We'll see if we got the length right. Getting shorter and shorter. See what we got here. Oh yeah. I like that. I'm cutting that off. Fit right nice, real nice in that square. It brings a lot farther in. That's gonna work. That's the length I need. I don't know if you guys see it, there's a little bit of a lip there. I want to say if I cut this just a little hair longer right here past this thicker part, I can put that in my bender over there. Or you know what? Just cut this channel here off and leave this wall. Grind it down nice and neat. Cut straight through there where we got two nice lips. And when I flip this over, then we got set down in that cord. I already got my space for my plastic nipple on the radiator where I don't have to cut. Let's see what happens. Might use the cutting wheel, might not. Let's see if I can tear it up. I'm probably won't use a cut wheel. I don't know. Take 9. you guys are like, why don't you just use cutoff wheel and get it over with? Well, and cutoff wheel sends that shit everywhere. I don't got much to cut, it's just aluminum. Might try a different blade here. See if I can find out where I put them. Man, I didn't know I had a short one. I think it's been used maybe twice. Got better movement with the short blades. Or less movement, I'm sorry. Let's see what happens, see if I can bend it. Getting a little floppy. Wonder. Now it. Almost home. See if we got another one that's been used about 40 times. Here comes another long one. Yeah, let's see if we can break two. And there she goes. 5 blades later, we've got 2 pieces of metal. Grind that down flat. Let's see if she goes where I want to put her. We'll knock these ears off here when I go to clean it. Let's just make sure this is going to work. Well, got something down there I forgot to hack off. Wow, that looks good right there. Let's see how the radiator sits. Now that's not all the way down flush on the bottom of the cord, but it looks pretty damn good right there. Now if it sets too high, I can't flip it over. Okay, now we're setting too high. Setting about the way we was when we had all that other metal material, aluminum. So, see what she looks like. Oh yeah, once I cut the holes, all the holes out, so that the rubber and the nipple of the radiator sets down through the bottom of this cord. Because we still got about, I don't know, let's see here. Roughly a ½ inch. That's not going all the way down through. But that's because there are no holes under the factory cord for this style mount. Once that's in there, man, it's going to set down perfect. So, be able to, right there, it's almost there, about right there. I mean, I'll do a quick mock-up. Let me get a zip tie. Two should do it. One might do it. tell you what, I'd like to meet the man that invented the damn zip tie. I'll tell you that. Can't zip it and tap it. What do you want to do? I don't know. Alright. Man, it looks good. Once it drops down, it looks really, really good. Just curious. Get some fans in there too to see what it looks like. Put the cobwebs and all right in there. Oh yeah. I'll show you guys what's going on. It looks pretty good. There's not much light over here. Let's see if I can find a light. I can see it, but the camera's not picking it up too well. Look at that clearance. Looks good. Down there, as you can see, that rubber mount's sticking up a little bit. Once I mount that to the support and hole saw that out, it'll look pretty good. Now we do have this gap to deal with. I was hoping this would come closer, but without completely cutting all this up to make it all work right, and it wasn't going to. But while you guys are still with me here, let's do some more cutting. Let's see what we can tear up. Since we know we got that gap up there, let's tear some more stuff apart here. Looks like that unbolts. We'll just unbolt that piece. 10 mil. I think I got one laying here somewhere. I'll tell you what, guys, I got a damn mess. Excuse my language. I got a mess. Between Christmas decorations, cutting and hacking, and everything else. There's that piece. Get this where it ain't fall down break. Just let you guys know, all this stuff that I've been salvaging, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying. All came out running vehicles. My dad does a lot of, they call him a junk man. Alright, he buys scraps, fixes and sells. He come across all kinds of stuff, and then I buy it off of him and do swaps or build stuff. But let's see. You guys over here where I don't have to hold you. How this looks inside. If it will, with that front piece on, I might have to hack it off. Wait a minute. Probably utilize that and that. bend these ears up and mount them. And just do away with this piece here altogether. Oh my guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna do some sacrificing. If my blades will hold it up. Let's get it pretty close. I can't weld right now. Well, somebody might be able to do this. Ain't that a mother? I'm coming, guys. I'm coming. Give me 1 second. Let me bend this out a little bit. It'll be golden. Where we at? I don't know if I want to cut the centerpiece off yet. Might be able to use it too for a mount. Shorten it up a little bit. This is the condenser brackets here, and this is the front support. I don't know if I need to cut that off yet, but we might. This might. Sit down in here. Oh man. Old Milwaukee here. I know, just wasted zip ties. I'll lay that there and I'll lose it. I'll be looking for it here in a little bit. Well, the survey says I have to hack that front piece off. Let's see if that works. Oh, the flashlight came in handy for once. 1 more second. Some more sacrificing. You guys already know what I'm cutting off, so you guys don't need to watch my mess up. So. Tell you what, nothing wants to stay tight anymore. Everything's wiggled loose. got that support bracket cut off. That one was up here. Took a minute, my bikes and everything kept loosening up. I apologize. Now let's see what I do with them bolts. I think they're in my tool bag where I made the trip. Let's see. Alright, I'm back. Fan clips are right here, so we'll do this part first. And we'll put one here. Guys, probably like, why the hell is he talking to himself? Yeah. I do it alone. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not crazy, just I'm doing stuff like this. I like to talk to myself, sing,